Amanda from Midwest to Metropolis, and today is the beginning of my two-part series on Japanese pronunciation, or Hatsuon. What I'd like to do today is go through how to pronounce each thing in Romaji, which, if you remember from my last post, is how Japanese is written in English. Underneath, I will have the hiragana, but I won't explain that until my second part video, which should be airing sometime in the next week or so. So what I'd like to do to you now is take you to my virtual chalkboard and we'll go over how to pronounce things. First, we'll start with basic sounds. A, E, I, O, and U, or as we say in Japanese, A, I, U, E, and O. Japanese has a lot of different sounds. Sometimes it's hard to keep straight which sounds they actually have and which ones they don't. But don't let that get you down or make you not want to try Japanese at all. There are several easy ways you can put the letters and their sounds in your mind so they're harder to forget. For instance, I use mnemonic devices a lot. When I'm trying to remember my hiragana charts, I'll often think to myself, the mnemonic device, kindly serve the nice, huge, mouth-watering, really yummy watermelons. If you're wondering how I formed this mnemonic, I took the first Romaji letter of each column of characters or sound systems and I put them into a sentence. So, kindly serve the nice, huge, mouth-watering, really yummy watermelons, works for me. Now, if you're looking at this, you might be wondering, Amanda, why are there two N's? But don't worry, I'll explain that later. For now, let's move on to the first word, or kindly, the K system. For the Ks, your basic sounds are ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. Notice how I use the basic sounds and just add a k sound to it. Next we have the S sounds, or serve, sa, shi, su, se, and so. After that we have the set, or the T sounds, which are ta, chi, tsu, te, and to. Notice how chi is included in the T set because they don't have a T sound like we do in English. Therefore, other words that have been taken from other languages into Japanese, such as the American word team, change into chimu. I'll explain more about the Japanese habit of borrowing words as well as the way the different sounds are changed more when I talk about the writing system and other aspects of the Japanese sound system. With that in mind, we move on to the next set, or the nice sound system. So we have na, ni, nu, ne, and no. Now we move on to the huge set, or the h sounds. So we have ha, hi, hu, he, and ho. Notice how the hu sound is spelled with an F. You'd think this would be pronounced as a strong F like in the American word friend. However, it's a very soft F and is hardly an F at all, but it's not quite a hu sound either, just a hu. This may sound strange at first and be hard to get used to, but as long as you eavesdrop, listen carefully to native speakers, you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. Next, we're moving on to the M sounds, or the mouth-watering set. These are fairly simple, and you can find lots of them in English. So you have ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. Next, we have the really set, or the R's. Notice how they're not a hard R like in arg, matey, if you're a pirate, but more of a soft R. It's carried more in the back of your throat. So you have ra, ri, ru, le, and ro. Moving on, we only have 3 more sets left, so rejoice, we're almost done with this session. With that in mind, we move on to the Y set, or the yummy set. Notice how it doesn't have all 5 of the syllables that we've been using. So with that in mind, we only have ya, you, and yo. As you can see, we lose the yi sound and the ye sound with this set. Can you believe it? This set gets even shorter. When we move on to the W set, or the watermelon set, it actually only has 2 of the sound syllables that we've been using. So you have wa and o. And o isn't exactly a strong wo sound like I messed up earlier, but a soft o sound, almost like the plain vowel o that we had in the beginning. Alright, this is our last set. As you'll notice, this isn't using any of the vowels that we've been going over. In fact, it's just a simple N written in Romaji, which is the English way of writing Japanese. Or, as we've been labeling them, the nom 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 set. And yes, I did make the funny face when I said nom 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 nom. So basically, this is a nasal sound, and it's used often enough in Japanese. You'll hear it in casual conversation. It's actually a really popular sentence ender. It's simply pronounced n. As you notice, it's really nasally. So, like I mentioned earlier, the sentence pattern, you'll say blah 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 des to give sort of an excuse or an explanation like, let's see, onaka ga itai desu, to kind of say, someone says, "Oh, why did you not do your homework?" You can say, "Oh, my stomach hurts. お腹が痛いんです."
And that's it for the sound lesson part 1. If you've noticed anything or, been paying attention, you might notice something a little bit special about this end video. 1, I've changed clothes, and 2, the webcam quality is much better. In other words, Amanda got her tax return and she finally did what she promised you all and she bought a better webcam. And so, needless to say, the quality of this YouTube broadcast will get better. And I hope you enjoyed the first installment of the sounds. In a couple weeks, I hope to go over the special sounds when you add the 10-10, which are the little parenthesis things, and the maru, which is the circle. So the 10-10 will make ta into da, and the maru will make ha into pa. But before that, actually, a holiday is coming up that I'm going to do a special broadcast for. Actually, March 3rd is Hinamatsuri, or Dolls, it's the Doll Festival, or Girls' Day. And so I'm going to have a special broadcast on the 3rd, kind of telling everyone about that. So I hope to make that fun. I don't actually have any Japanese dolls myself, but, Google is, a master at getting all sorts of resources. So I'll definitely be able to provide you with some info, and I actually hope to ask one of my professors if she'd be willing to sit down with me for a little bit and discuss, her experiences with Hinamatsuri in Japan. So cross your fingers, let's hope that goes well. If you know me personally, you'll know I had a little bit of a setback. You can't see them behind me, but I'm on crutches. I tore my MCL, possibly, so that shouldn't derail my trip to Japan. I'm just getting through it right now, working out how the work situation is going to go, but I thought I'd keep you guys, apprised of the situation, and I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a little bit of something. So thanks for joining me. Once again, this is Amanda from Midwest to Metropolis.